Hey guys, what's up? It seems like my girl Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has been cooking up some absolute madness in my absence. She calls it the Green New Deal. You can already see where this one's gonna be headed.
There it is!
Well, I don't know why that's funny. I mean, did you have any?
So what are we talking about when we talk about a Green New Deal? When we talk about a Green New Deal, we are talking about jobs and justice. We are talking about the greatest blue-collar job creation program in a generation.
Oh, blue collar, you say? Job creation, you say? I like the sound of this. It sounds like you're trying to talk to the right-wing heart of America, but something tells me it won't take you long to lose him.
Today is the day that we truly embark on a comprehensive agenda of economic, social, and racial justice in the United States of America. That's right. That's what this agenda is all about.
Economic, racial, and social justice, you say? Oh, I like the sound of this. So, Alexandria, how do you plan on solving economic, social, and racial justice?
Because climate change and our environmental challenges are one of the biggest existential threats to our way of life.
Wait.
Climate change is the biggest threat to racial justice? Oh my god, how did I not see it before? Of course. The fact that the world's heating up is clearly just a plot to keep racial minorities down. Can't you see? No, but seriously, what the hell is Alexandria talking about? What it sounds like to me is that she's throwing all the left-wing buzzwords into a basket and calling it the new Green Deal to get support from everybody. For a moment, I thought she just accidentally crossed two subjects together, but then I came across this clip of her saying the same thing.
The idea that we're going to somehow lose economic activity, as a matter of fact, it's not just possible that we will create jobs and economic activity by transitioning to renewable energy, but it's inevitable that we are going to create jobs. It's inevitable that we're going to create industry, and it's inevitable that we can use the transition to 100% renewable energy as the vehicle to truly deliver and establish economic, social, and racial justice in the United States of America.
I'm so damn confused.
How on earth is us switching to renewable energy gonna be the vehicle of which we fix racial injustice? These are two completely different subjects. I am utterly confused. You know what this is? This is her just begging for support from the left because a lot of the left doesn't even like her. A lot of them see her for how loony she actually is. This just seems like a pathetic way of trying to pull support in her direction. And all these left-wing people getting support behind it, if this is what they're gonna try to run on in 2020, I think they're gonna be shooting themselves in the foot.
There is no combating climate change without addressing what has happened to indigenous communities. That means that there is no fixing our economy without addressing the racial wealth gap. That means that we are not going to transition to renewable energies without also transitioning frontline communities and coal communities into economic opportunity as well. That is what this is about. It is comprehensive, it is thoughtful, it is compassionate, and it is extremely economically strategic as well.
Just because you say it's economically strategic doesn't make it so, Alexandria. This is buckshot. This is you just taking a shotgun blast and hoping something sticks for the left. This Green New Deal, as you call it, is all over the place. It has no base. What's your central point? It's just spaghetti all over the place. You're taking a bunch of subjects that have nothing to do with each other and then just smushing them all together and then saying it's your new plan. But it seems like a lot of the left isn't buying this whole Green New Deal. Even the Young Turks, the always gullible Young Turks, are questioning it. They're trying to make it seem like she has some sort of grand negotiation scheme, so it doesn't seem like she's so foolish.
And then this is the part that I thought was extremely bold, and I think this is probably the part that will be fought against the hardest. Expanding high-speed rail to a scale where air travel stops becoming necessary. Look, I know that there's gonna be debate about how realistic that is.
Because it's not feasible at all, especially not in 10 years. The amount of construction and investment that would take would be absolutely absurd.
So here's the situation. Do I support every one of these goals? Kind of.
Kind of? Oh, come on, Shank. I thought Alexandria was your girl, man. Like, what's going on here? When Jake Tapper questioned her last time, you got so angry. And now you don't believe in her plan in its entirety? Oh.
Am I positive that in 10 years we're going to have enough high-speed rail to make sure that there's almost no flights left? No, of course I'm not positive about that. Am I positive that we're going to upgrade all existing buildings in the country the next 10 years in our effort to get to carbon neutral? No, of course I'm not positive about that.
Even he sees that her plan is just utterly unrealistic. And honestly, I love it because these are the people that are just so up her ass. They were all for basically everything she has said, praising her like she's Bernie Sanders' second coming or something. And now I think they're starting to see that she's a little bit off the hinges and basically just says absolute nonsense to try to gain her support.
And look, I'm not necessarily a good negotiator, but I know that the right way to negotiate is you start off with a super lofty goal that you know is probably not gonna be agreed upon. But you start at such a high place that the hope is you'll eventually get to a realistic place where you can both agree on, right?
Look at Anna trying to rationalize to herself why this lady's plan is so absurd. Anna, calm down. She's just a Looney Tune and you fell for it. Oh my God, isn't it just rich, you guys? It's just too good. You honestly couldn't write this stuff. Every time you think things can't get more ridiculous and you're always wrong. Oh my. What do you guys think about the Young Turks churning on Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? I know they still have their head like halfway up her ass, but I think it's still pretty funny. And what do you guys think about Alexandria's Green New Deal? Do you agree with me that it's just absolutely everywhere and seems like it has no central pillar or central idea? Like I'm thinking, oh, climate change is a central idea, but then they try to mix in racism somehow, like I don't understand, but somehow. Anyway, I think that's it for this one, you guys. I'm gonna be keeping tabs on my girl Alexandria. She's always saying some interesting stuff, so make sure to keep tabs on her. I'm sure we'll be talking about her a whole lot this year. Well, if you guys liked the video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more content like this, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you want to support the channel, think about becoming a Patreon. I have tiers as low as $1, and everything is really helping the channel out. I also have a bunch of merch designs that you might want to check out. You could find links to all of that stuff in the description below. Well, I think that's it. Hope you guys have a nice day. Peace.
Well, I don't know why that's funny. I mean, did you have any?